This is Cunningham Outdoors.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another Cunningham Outdoors adventure. This is the northern half, Lance Crevier, coming to you from another river at a spot that's new to me. So we're gonna head on out here and throw the fly rod around and see if we can get some trout to bite. So, all right, we'll let you know if something happens. All right, folks, got tied up. Got some caddis popping off right here. So I've got a caddis set up with the dry dropper with my nymph back here down at the bottom. I'm gonna put this out there and see what happens. Switching to a nymph rig, so I got an indicator or a bobber with the same nymph I was using before, and now just a tiny little prince nymph on the bottom. So we'll see if that catches anything. Well, folks, it's been a real tough go. Haven't had any bites. Haven't really got it down to what they're doing. And we got up to this big pool area. And I don't know if it was a fish, but something huge jumped right over there. And so I haven't done much fishing with streamers, but we tied on a big bad boy, and we're gonna see what we can get. If anything, got the time, we might as well fool around and find out. So alright, well, we just got one. Didn't get skunked. I'll put a picture of it because I missed the catch to prove it. But it's been a hard outing here. Just picked him off right here. Saw him jumping. See if anything else is down here. There we go. Little brook trout. Well, we found fish in the hole after all. Yeah, there, Bubba. Here we go. Well, after a while now, we're at a second spot here. First spot was kind of a bust, new spot, and not a lot of easy identifiable things for fly fishing, and this is too far for this. Want to walk back, so we're just gonna go with the spin gear on the second spot and see what we can get done. Got ourselves a stonefly. That's cool. Well, we weren't on for that catch, but holy wow, did he smack it. And this is a really nice brook trout. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a beaut. Wish I could have got to hold him. Oh, the rain's picked up a little bit here, but the bite is on. That was a nice one. Made coming here worth it. A good sized brookie, pretty typical. Figured there'd be one in that little swirl. All right, well, good comeback here on the second stretch. Caught decent ones right away and switched over to the spinner and caught some other smaller ones, but yeah, redeemed ourselves a little bit. Only caught two at the first stop, and it was a tough go. But yeah, we'll go back and get home and we'll call it a good day. Coming to you in the morning of a beautiful June UP summer day. It's a little cool this morning. Highs were, or lows I should say, were in the 40s last night. Next week is going to warm up quite a bit though. We're in the last week of June here. But believe it or not, we are already on plan B this morning. We drove out to the first spot, which was wanting to be on a completely different river, and there was a tree that had fallen across the access road. Well, not really across, it was kind of a big old triangle, and took a look at it, and I figured I didn't want to total the car, so I didn't want to move it because I didn't want it falling on me as I was going through, or falling on me as I was trying to get out of the way. So surrendered and said, all right, let's go to the other spot that we've been thinking about going to. And so here we are at plan B. The unfortunate thing is I kind of wanted to be fishing sunrise, and I got out a little late for that even. So the sun's already up, and so we're trudging through the woods here, trying to get as much of it as possible. We'll see what happens this morning. I've got a streamer on with some sink tip, and I get down to the river, I kind of show you what that setup looks like. Haven't had a lot of luck fishing any hatches lately, so I thought I might as well just go with the streamers and see what that's about. But we'll kind of show you what we got set up when we get down there and what our goal is. So yeah, I haven't had too much luck with the dry flies, but I got everything. I've got a spinning rod, I got the 4-weight with dry flies, dry dropper set up back in the car, so if we want to switch about halfway we can, because I'll be stopping at the car about halfway, so we can decide and change our mind. But I've never fished a streamer with a sink tip yet, so it'll be something new for me and be fun. So all right, we'll see you when we get down to the bank here. All right, so we're fishing a streamer this morning, which, you know, this one I just picked the one that I thought looked kind of cool in the box and tied that on. And so I've got a sink tip fly line, and so this will sink the tip of it, and right here where it transitions, this little color break is where the floating line kind of takes over. But that's to get your streamer down, because you want to float this not on the top of the water. It'd be like a bait fish, minnow, leech, whatever you want to. So that's what we're trying to imitate rather than like a fly this morning. So yeah, we're gonna try that out, see what happens. Ooh, the skeeters are bad this morning here. All right, we are gonna make our way back to the car here briefly and get reset, cross the bridge, continue upstream. Nothing on the fly, nothing on the streamer. It's fun to cast though. Fun to do something I've not done before and give her a go, but I think I'm gonna switch to the spinner. Well, spin rod, throw over a paddle probably. I was talking with my wife last night about how I don't know if I am more of a quantity or a quality guy these days. I want to catch big fish, but I don't want to catch just one big fish when I come out for a few hours and spend my time on the river. I suppose I'm becoming selfish having that debate, but I don't know. I've caught pretty sizable trout in my small time fishing them, but I want to catch my goals are like 15-inch brook trout, 20-inch brown trout, but I don't know. We'll see if I'm able to do that ever. maybe not today, maybe another day, but yeah, we're gonna regroup here and get reset. All right, off to start round 2 here this morning. Switching out gear, something that's been familiar for me. I don't know, had a lot of success on the fly rod last year. I was fishing later in the season too, and I mean for weather too, we've had a lot of rain past couple days, knocking everything down and getting the water a little less clear, so kind of you don't really get the attention bites as much when you're fishing with a fly, because you're relying more on the natural presentation and the natural happenings. And obviously if the flies aren't active on the surface, I mean there's nymphs and everything, but if they're not active on the surface, you're not really likely to catch them on the surface presenting a fly. So I mean, we were fishing streamers this morning, so that's kind of not too relevant, but makes myself feel good. But we're gonna get down here and throw the wrap and see if we can get a trout to bite. Oh, there's a nice one. Oh, bummer. Kind of didn't know he was on, didn't get a really good hook set there. Thought I had a branch at first. Don't think he'll be biting again. Darn, he was a nice one. Well, there's fish in this river this morning. Had my doubts. Man, I can't get out of the trees today. And with all of my catching trees when I've got this lovely river, you might be asking yourself, Lance, why are you casting toward the trees? Well, we got the sun up, which means that any predators like a bird or an eagle or anything that's going to come down, it's going to be able to see in this water. So the trout, I mean, it's not like they won't be out here, but they're likely going to be in the cover. So if it's not like a rock or a tree underwater, they're going to go to the banks, and especially where there's pools along the banks, and they'll sit under here where they're protected more. So I could cast right down the middle here and I might get a bite, but I'm thinking that with the sun being up and with the way that the river works, they're gonna be on the banks. And it's really fun when you've got a deep hole and there's alders or, you know, anything kind of growing here for brush, and you just drag your bait or fly or whatever you got right down the seam there, and then they ambush it and come out and attack it. That's a fun bite. But so that's why I'm casting toward the trees, and just I'm a little rusty, not as skilled of a caster as I'd like to be, so that's why I'm getting stuck. But that's why I'm not just bombing it right down the middle here all the time. Little brown. Little brown for the first trout today. Little brown trout for the morning. Beautiful little guy. There's a brookie. Yeah, popped right off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's way back here. Where were you when I needed you? Alright, I gotta adjust something. Well, we just missed a really nice one because the net was 10 yards behind me. So we repositioned that, and hopefully we can have a better morning now. Oh, frustrating stuff. That was a nice one too. There's a little brookie. all 3 of them. Last year fishing the stretch, right in here, right on over there in those rocks, I caught my PB brown trout on the fly, and if I can find it, I'll drop a picture in the video here, but it was a nice brown one to catch in the fall. So we'll see if we can replicate. Doesn't have to be my PB though, I'll look for any kind of fish. There we go. See if we can get them all the way. Hello, Brook. Nice Brookie. Look for you. Well, not a PB, but a fish nonetheless. Ooh, they're right at the end. A little brookie. Decent one. There we go. I get to catch another fish. They're pretty. Whoa, right at the end. Right at the end, picked up. Gotcha, Bubba. Right at the end, gotcha. About that much line left. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, almost caught it. Little brown. Beautiful little brown. Ooh, got a feeling that's a fish. There we go. Ooh, a nice one too. A nice brook trout. All right, let's get this out of here. Oh yeah. Nothing is quite as beautiful as a nice brook trout. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Another healthy little brook. These fish are pretty. There we go, another nice brook. Boy, you gotta check out the colors on this guy. Look at that. He's like glowing purple. Wow, pretty fish. All right, That was a nice one. Oh, no way. No way. Did y'all see that? I had a fish on. Got stuck on the tree. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can you do it again? Oh no, we're not stuck. Come on here. Oh. This is a nice little brook. Gotcha. Beauty. We had a big one bite that I didn't get on film. It almost got to the net, sitting right on that side of the rock. Ooh, there's a nice one. Come on, get in that. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful brookie. There it goes. And that might be a good one to end on. We'll see. That might be it. Getting a little later in the day here. That would be a beauty to end on. Well, if you're watching this, that means you've made it to the walkout. So I just like to say that I'm grateful that you've watched this long and come along on the adventure. We get to walk the road out on the way back, which is nice, instead of trucking through the river. But yeah, had a really great morning session here and caught some decent brook trout and caught quite a good number of them. Slow on the fly rod at the beginning and then crossed the bridge and put on got the spin gear and put on a good old Meps, and that got us rolling. So yeah, we caught some really nice brook trout and some browns, which that's always good too. It's lovely to be out and about in the UP as we get into the core of fishing season here as summer starts. And it's been a really nice June. We've had really good weather for trout fishing in particular. Not getting too warm yet. The next couple weeks though, it looks like the heat's coming as July starts. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's been a good June, and I've been able to get out. So I want to thank my wife, who's been able to give me time to come on out. We've got a 3-month-old baby at home and a gonna be 3-year-old. So it's not easy to get free time to come on out. So thanks, Riley. You know, I appreciate you. And I appreciate time to come on out and enjoy the great outdoors and a fun way as fishing on some of these fantastic trout streams in the UP. But yeah, thanks for coming along on this adventure. It's been fun. All right, this is Lance, and I'll see you next time. And here's fishing to you on Cunningham Outdoors.
Smash the like button, turn on that bell, and subscribe to Cunningham Outdoors.